In this recipe, I'm giving you X-ray vision superpowers so you can see through to places you're not allowed.
Access main program.
You didn't say the magic word.
We're now going to expose and steal sensitive data in a very sneaky and subtle way using just the minimalist skills we've covered so far. Typing in a URL. The difference here is that we're going to be using what's called a side channel. This means we're not going to steal the sensitive data directly, but instead it will be leaked and stolen indirectly. Think about it like X-ray vision in that even though we can't access a URL, we're still going to reveal private information inside just by looking at how the website tells us that we're blocked. Let's explore this further in the example for this recipe below. So first thing is we're going to click on My Secret Project, and you're going to see you are the owner of this project. We see the URL is set to /pages/my-secret-project. And since it's our own project, naturally we have access. But what if we wanted to find out other secret projects that aren't ours? Here's where a little exploration can help. First, let's start off by just replacing the project ID, my-secret-project, with something random just to see what happens when you pass an invalid ID. So I'm just going to type in some random letters, hit enter, and we see that there is a 404 saying the page wasn't found. Makes sense. But I have a suspicion that there's another secret project we need to expose, but we don't have any proof it exists yet. That project is called Operation Steal Cookies. So let's type that into the URL. Operation-steal-cookies. And this time, unfortunately, we're blocked. We received a 403 forbidden message, so no luck. Hold on. We actually just got something extremely important. Were you paying attention? We just uncovered a side channel leak that Operation Steal Cookies is in fact a real secret project. Why? Because it didn't 404. Let's retrace our steps. When we visited a random project that didn't exist, we got a 404 since it couldn't be found. However, when visiting the Operation Steal Cookies project, we got a different response saying that we don't have access, thereby revealing that it does in fact exist. Let's try another scenario. Say you had no user account at all, but you're looking to leak some kind of sensitive information. First, let's copy the original URL for My Secret Project. All right, it's copied. And then open a private browser window so you're not signed into your account. Finally, paste in the URL and hit enter. Since you're not logged in, you see it redirected to the login page, which is pretty much what you'd expect. You can't access your project if you're not logged in. We still don't know anything at this point. Nothing's been leaked, unless, like earlier, it behaves differently for resources that don't exist. Let's change the project to something random again to see what happens when we're not logged in. I'm going to paste it in and then replace My Secret Project with random letters, hit enter. And again, we found a second leak exposing secret projects because the behavior changes between valid and invalid resources. This time, when logged out, valid resources redirected to a login page, whereas invalid resources responded with a 404. That's our side channel. What we've just seen can also happen with other server responses like 500 errors, but the pattern remains exactly the same. Here it is again. If a response behaves differently between valid and invalid resources, there's a side channel leak of information. Normally this doesn't matter for many resources. Nobody really cares if it's nothing important, unless of course you're actually exposing sensitive information. Then it's a big deal. Generally speaking, credit cards, personal identities, health information are all sensitive and protected because if exposed, they could result in legal trouble for companies or be used by criminal groups for identity theft and other types of fraud, which is why developers really need to lock this information down securely. It also needs to be said that when you search for these vulnerabilities in the wild, like in a bug bounty program, it's very, very important that you only access your own personal data so you don't expose someone else's private information, even if that means creating multiple accounts on the same website. This will help protect protect you from getting into legal troubles of your own. Now, I am not a lawyer and this is not professional legal advice, but I'm going to guess that, oh, I'm sorry, my x-ray vision made me do it, probably isn't a valid legal defense that will hold up in court. Hold on, we're just getting started with the no-code hacking course. Now is your chance. Put the skills you just learned to use and solve the challenges for this recipe. Head over to chefsecure.com, link below, and see if you can win. That's chefsecure.com, link below, and let me know in the comments how it goes. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.